G'day everybody, welcome back to Everspace 2. Hope you guys are doing well. Now in the previous episode we have finally obtained the mainframe disruptor, but not before needing to, I guess, take on another lost soul by the name of Ghost. And yeah, so he's part of the crew now. In fact, we should actually quickly take a look at perks to see if we can actually get anything from him. It doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I suppose maybe the only reason why he's here is because the mainframe disruptor is something that he's only borrowing us, or lending us, rather. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if he will actually help us out in battle or anything like that, but he is a member of the crew nonetheless. And yeah, our objective has now updated, and if you recall, the reason why we need the mainframe disruptor is because we need to be able to ground the entire GNB mining fleet before they set out to try and mine the Sacred Comet, and if they do essentially go out and mine this comet full of Viridium, then there is likely going to be an all-out war in the DMZ against the Okar. And meanwhile, the Okar have their own sort of nationalists who are really fanning the flames of war as well. So we're really trying to not give them an excuse to actually come out here and wage war against humans. So yeah. A bit of a long story, isn't it? But we're out here trying to essentially keep the peace. I'm just sort of checking on the customizations here because I feel like perhaps maybe we may have picked up a few ship modules that might be kind of cool, maybe. Griffin. Okay, that is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I think perhaps maybe we can mix things up a little bit while we're here. Orion. I think we've been going with the Stalker stuff, right? Predator. That's pretty badass as well. I'm thinking of going with Griffin 2. That looks sick. And yeah, we'll see if we can... Oh, actually, there we go. And let's see if we can just play around with a few other things here. Oh yeah, that looks even cooler. I think Type 8 is the way to go. And I'm not sure about the front. We may have seen everything that the front has to offer. That doesn't look too bad. What is this? Type F, I think. Or we can go with this one. I think we've seen this one before. Type E. Let's go with Type G. Play around with this look for a while. Alright. Not gonna worry too much about some of the other cosmetics though. Let's go back. And yeah, speaking of perks, actually, we should check on a few things here. So we've probably had our next level of perks available for a while now, so we should actually invest in one of these. Ulterior motive, 100% increased ult generation while shield is depleted. Unyielding assault, activating the ult instantly repairs 50% of armor and removes all debuffs. It's pretty cool. Critical faculty. Critical hits have a 30% chance to restore 1% of ult energy. Unyielding assault seems quite nice. That way if we do activate the ult when our shields are down, and chunks of our armor are out, then we can actually recover some of that armor. I think we'll do that. Cool. And yeah, obviously there's a whole bunch of other stuff here. So it reveals how many and what type of secrets are still to be found for each location. That does seem quite nice. And I think we've got enough of everything that we need, so we might as well. Very good. So now our map should be updated a little bit more.
Your horizons, I see.
And I think that's it, right, for Carla's research. Or Carla's perks, that is. Or can we look at more? Actually, sorry, we haven't even gotten the first one there. Reveals the completion ratio of a location on the star map. Okay, cool. So the next tier will need a few additional things, which... Oh yeah, we do have everything for this as well. I mean, I don't know how important an eco canceller is. Just take a look at other stuff. So ship dealers, there's an alternative set of passives for each ship. Increase the selection of ships on the Flying Duchess. The whole range of offered ships can be replaced once every 10 minutes. Let's take a look here. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit hard to get to, isn't it? Autonomous cargo dispatcher, we don't want that. We still need to try and upgrade Alex weapons here. We need an equalizer. A rare equalizer. I'm not entirely sure if we've seen that before. It's really hard because we may pick it up and then we may decide to just dismantle it. We've got to sort of pay a little bit more attention. Yeah, we may as well go in for the repairs here. I think this is probably something that we can afford pretty easily. Let's do that. Okay, good. I like it. Nanotech or energy orbs will move towards you from a greater distance. That seems pretty good, actually. We are relying quite heavily on those orbs. So if we can catch those orbs a lot easier, that could be a matter of life and death even in some occasions. Rare orbs will also charge up the ship's ult. That's pretty cool. We won't be able to get this though. We don't have any proton capacitors. Alright, well, we'll come back to this. Are we happy with everything? I think so. Storage size, hangar size. We've still got empty slots for the hangar anyway, so I think we're done. Just taking a look at storage. We might be able to just chuck stuff away. Yeah. Let's just store all of that. Okay. These are really nice to have, so I'm just sort of stocking up on those. Sticky turrets. I mean, I'll keep sticky turrets here. I mean, we use them every now and then. I think we're looking good here. Maybe we'll just chuck that away as well. So I've just got a lot of trading items here. We'll sort of come back to that if we are running out of money and we need to sort of try and make a quick buck somewhere. Obviously we'll need to figure out what's worth good money where. Okay, I think we're ready to leave here. So next stop, I think, Vesna Mining Colony. Let's take a look at missions, though. So yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's move.
Hey, Ben. If there's any reassurance I can offer? After all you've done for me, you should know that I got your back. I just don't relish the idea of something happening to you before I get a chance to repay you. I would never expect anything in return between friends. And, about the whole clone thing? It's all good, Adam. Relax. Yeah, I was surprised, but I had a good think about it. It doesn't change my view of you in any way. I've already got Eduardo up and running again, Cal is happy, and Delia has a good handle on base management at this stage. That's all very encouraging to hear.
Alright. That's really nice that Eduardo has made a full recovery, I assume anyway. So, things are looking on the upside, but, I mean, that's not gonna last unless we do something about this war that's about to happen, so let's use the spatial bypass, and let's hope we don't get roped into one of those, space rift things. Yeah, I thought we had to go back to Zarkov, guys, my bad. It's actually the Kate Nebula that we need to go to. So, let's make a move. Is it Kate Nebula or is it Zarkov? Maybe it's just faster to get there from the Kate Nebula. Geez. Well, we'll let the star map tell us where to go.
That's what I call travel made easy.
Okay, yeah, no. I was right, guys. We do need to go to Zarkov. This can be so confusing. Okay, let's just jump out of here. I don't think we need to do anything here. There's a few items that I haven't really picked up in the area, but, yeah, that's alright. It's neither here nor there. Let's go to the jump gate. And look at our sexy looking ship here, guys. I'm loving that silhouette. Yeah, I suppose the thing about buying new ships is that, you know, you also unlock like different modules as well as a result, right? So I assume there are plenty of ways to find modules aside from, you know, picking them up. If you get lucky at a trader, you can essentially get modules by buying the ships. So, if you're a bit of a collector, although, you know, I just like piloting ships that, you know, I play around with and design, and it looks cool for a while, but then, you know, I want to move on to the next thing. Let's try and not get into a fight here. You know, I actually would like to quickly check to see if there's anything here where we haven't actually discovered. Yeah, this planet here, Chenat or Shenat, seems suspiciously devoid of activity. I feel like there could be something there. I guess the thing is, you can't exactly just go there without actually having a destination to jump out to as well. Alright, can we just quickly jump? Alright, Vesna Mining Colony. About 100 light years away. Or light seconds, is it? I don't know. I don't know what LS means. I'm guessing it's light something. We have met quite a few new people, been to a lot of new places, so it might not be a bad idea to just take a look at the codex for a second, guys. So let's just take a look here. So we heard from this guy, this Zealous, Zerilia Zealous, a former colonial fleet officer, demobbed following the Okar War, took control of a factious group by violence and occupied a lava planet in the Drake system. The Zerilia gang, modeled in his fashion, has become a menace to the establishment of any normal trade or application of law in the region, although the gang is kept in place with its ongoing feud with the neighboring Retaliator gang. Zealous, as his name suggests, has become fanatical in converting his followers through the virtues of fire, considered highly dangerous and unhinged. Alright, cool. We've got the Okar Emissary, which we met, a respected Okar diplomat and high-ranking cleric who has visited the colonial homeworlds in a formal capacity on various occasions, understood to be sympathetic to colonial settlers and committed to the promotion of peace between the races. Okay, sounds like a upstanding alien. And I think that's it for people, but the world. So we've got Zerilia. Towards the end of the Okar colonial war, many civilian operatives were stretched thin to maintain a steady supply chain for the colonial fleet. The Drake system was hit hard by this attrition, though many remained loyal to the colonial's cause, to end the Okar threat. Once news spread of a treaty to be made with the Okar, these loyal groups collectively formed into Zerilia to stand against sympathizers of demilitarization across the cluster, including other factions remaining in the Drake system that had not continued supporting the colonial's war efforts. Zerilia's influence has enveloped other pockets of malice-driven colonials to destroy the Okar once and for all. However, the system-wide gang wars and denied access out of the Drake system have prevented this overzealous conquest. The fiery lava fields within Drake fuel Zerilia weaponry, granting them access to alarmingly immense heat within their ranks that can penetrate the most defensible armor. Okay, that would actually explain why we get sort of fireballs shot at us by some of their units. And this is the Okar faction that I was talking about before. Okar Prime is a group of hardline ultra speciesists among the Okar homeworld's power structure. They wish to secure the cleansing of Cluster-34 of all traces of impending foreign and alien presence. Since the treaty with the colonials was signed in 3042, they have continued to agitate for a new war with the colonials in order to reclaim the DMZ as sacred Okar territory. Okar Prime mainly consists of members bred from the warrior caste, and as such are noted for their fierce loyalty to Okar tradition and fanatical aggressiveness. It is believed, however, that the vast majority of Okar seek peace and have little desire for another war. Cool. Alright. And since we've been to Drake as well, let's just have a read of this. The Drake system has a deep history of betrayal, stemming all the way back to before the Okar War. Colonial exploration found the sector dense with valuable resources among its frozen and burning wastelands. Yet it lacked habitable worlds for expansion. Mining operations began immediately with promises of colonization, though terraforming certification was heavily delayed by frequent concerns and ordinances. By the time terraforming was approved, Drake had nearly been mined dry. The corporations fled in droves, seeking fortunes elsewhere. Colonists were abandoned in a system without commercial or strategic value, resulting in the formation of present-day Coalition, Retaliator, and Zerilia outlaw factions vying for power in the husk of Drake's broken promises. Okay, cool. Excellent. We've got a few more here, but I'm probably not going to bore you guys too much with even more reading. I think that's probably enough codex reading for now. Might get into a few more of the codexes in maybe the next episode or the episode after. Alright, it's been a while since we've been to Vesna Mining Colony, so I assume it hasn't really changed, aside from the fact that perhaps the elite forces are not here to defend it, and we apparently only have static defense to deal with. We'll soon find out.
Should be able to help reestablish that encrypted link to our guy on the inside. Hey, Tammy, you read me?
I've been briefed by the Commissioner and I'm standing by. You know what to do?
We'll tackle the surface fleet first, and then you'll let us into the hangars. And, it's nice to hear your voice again. At least now I can act like myself around you.
We need to act quick. I think security might be onto me. I'm worried they might suspect me after your last visit, and that my movements have been monitored.
I understand. The Commissioner will be here shortly, and you'll be in safe hands.
Alright, I wasn't expecting Ghost to be here with us actually, but maybe he doesn't really trust us to leave the mainframe disruptor in our hands completely. Bring down shields of locked targets and use malware. Destroy 50% of all turrets and missile silos above the ground. I mean, here are the turrets. It's just...
We're under attack! Scanning intruders! Yeah, party time! Fire away!
Hey, take it easy. The objective here is to ground the mining fleet, but we don't want to hurt any civilian miners. They've got nothing to do with this.
I'm good with that. You just bring down the shields and I'll do the rest. I have my suspicions who you're working for.
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh, you want to play the hero? But I know you're no better than any mercenary. Name your price.
I will not even entertain the idea.
Alright, I'm gonna try and focus on just getting the turrets out of action first.
You have that Roslyn arrogance, all right. If only I could harness that loyalty and obedience from you also. There's that Roslyn name again. You guys certainly get around.
I can't get into it right now.
Alright, 33% on the turrets. I suppose we don't have to hold back though, right? Like, we can destroy all of them if we need to.
Try another maneuver.
Seems to be working. Shame we can only do one at a time, but this is still doable.
It's a cinch. On to the next.
Okay, that's 50% of turrets. Nice. Grab that. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll deal with this one next.
At least if there's anyone on board, it's a soft landing.
We have detected the activities of a saboteur.
They're onto us. Better hurry this up before they can mobilize. Squad aren't here.
Hey man, don't be tempting fate by even mentioning their name. That's a jinx.
Well, jinx or not, Blakemore probably has got eyes on us now. You best watch out.
Okay, yeah, we're almost there. Just need to deal with these 3 capital ships and we should be fine. Do have a turret tucked in here. Okay, just need to wait for a few seconds. Nice.
That was all of them from what I can see. So now we ransom GMB for the codes to remove the malware, right?
No, that wasn't the plan actually. But why don't you just transfer me those codes in case we need a bargaining chip?
I don't really see the benefit of this exercise if we're not squeezing them for every cred they got.
The greater good? Hey, I really had no idea you had ulterior motives in all this.
Come on, aren't we all in it for the filthy lucre at the end of the day?
This is really not a good time to start arguing about all this. Why don't we just pick up this discussion later?
Hey, you know I'm kidding around, right? Lighten up. Do you really believe that this pathetic demonstration will hinder my plans?
Blakemore, you know perfectly well what will happen if you go after that comet.
Who do you think you are to intrude in our affairs? Ordering mining fleet to override safety mechanisms for immediate launch. Yes, sir!
With the disruptions to the mainframes, the ships will be unable to launch with success. They will very likely crash.
Hive, see if you can get me to broadcast directly to the miners' channel so we can warn them.
Their channels are blocked.
You just ordered innocents to their deaths. Those miners had nothing to do with the politics involved.
If you become a pawn, you become part of the game. Once they signed the G&B contract, they signed away their right to exist beyond what I tell them to do. Dude, I really want to kill this guy now.
We'll let the Commissioner take care of him her way. Right now, we need to concentrate on making sure that fleet stays grounded. And for that, we need to get inside and destroy their equipment.
Alright, I guess it's not over yet.
Okay, Tammy, we've disabled the mining craft. Can you get us in so we can wreck the Veridium mining drills?
I've opened the first door for you, but I'm not sure what more I can do. They're on to me. My clearance has been revoked. Looks like my time is up.
We need to get you out of there right away, before they get their hands on you. Ghost, can you manage an extraction and bring Tammy safely back to base?
You got it. Tammy, get to the dock ASAP.
Sorry your cover got blown, Tammy.
At least I got to do some damage beforehand. Was the moment I'd been waiting for.
Okay, well, we didn't count on there being some mining ships down here or inside some of these stations. So we're going to have to try and disable these ones as well, I assume. I mean, we've got these targeted. I mean, we could easily destroy these if we wanted to, but I suppose that's probably not really what we want to do. Okay, just need to wait a few seconds here. Just make sure the shields don't come back up. Oh, I can't seem to upload my mainframe disruptor anymore. I assume I can leave this one alone. We don't need to destroy it, right? It's not really in the objectives.
I would suggest deploying a drone, since you have favored them so much of late.
Well, nothing works better for getting into those unreachable places.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, fun times.
I have to admire your ingenuity to an extent. You're not so different from my Roslyn at all.
Admit it, Blakemore. Seeing your plans go up in smoke must sting a little.
A small setback. All this equipment, miners included, can be replaced in a short time.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for here, guys. Can't push that out of the way. Oh! I was right. Okay. Well, there we go. A small gap. Alright, I think we made it.
That did the job.
Okay. Those things really drain your shields pretty quickly. Oh, wow. I should do it.
These vents are an obvious flaw in their security setup.
Tunnel access. Find a way to open the door. This button doesn't work. There must be more buttons somewhere. Oh. Not yet, I guess. Okay, more drone action.
Okay, now I just need to steer this little guy right into one of those vents down there. I've got plenty more where that came from.
Okay. This might be a challenge. And the challenge is differentiating when there's actually a gap and not. Because, yeah, everything sort of blurs together.
If at first you don't succeed.
Drone, drone, and drone again.
Alright. Now that should be pretty easy, that last one. I wonder if we have to do this 3 times, or if the 1 time is enough, but...
Vacate this area at once. Explosion imminent.
No need to tell me twice.
Oh god. I was not ready for that.
I've been following your progress. You've done good, Mr. Roslin. I'm moving in to make a formal arrest.
Blakemore's in a bind, but he's not showing it. Let's hope he surrenders without too much fuss.
I've got him just where I want him. Now is the moment to apprehend him while he is at his weakest. It's time for the fleet to exert its authority on this matter. Your aid has been invaluable, Mr. Roslin. But you need to step aside and allow the weight of galactic law to do its work.
Well, let's see how this goes down with the locals.
Attention, this is Commissioner Hawk of the Colonial Fleet. The GNB leadership is to relinquish its position at once. This is your only warning.
I had a feeling it was you behind these nuisance incursions all along, Hawk. You are well beyond your jurisdiction and are overstepping your boundaries. Here in the DMZ, I call the shots.
Oscar Blakemore, you are to present yourself at the docking area for immediate arrest.
You have no powers here, and to prove that point, here is my authority to take you into custody.
What's going on? Elites using wormholes? Surprise, surprise. Damn it. They seem to have received weapon upgrades too. And Ghost is gone with the mainframe disruptor. Oh, this is real bad.
Command your elite units to stand down at once.
If Commissioner falls into Blakemore's hands, nothing will stand in his way.
All systems are down.
GNB appear to have successfully disabled the Commissioner's cruiser.
This is just getting worse. One more hit and I'm done for.
Units, hold your fire. Now, whatever malicious software you hit my mining fleet with surely has reversal codes. So I'm going to ask you nicely, at first, give me the codes or the Commissioner dies, and then you die.
Don't do it, Adam!
Killing a fleet officer would really be crossing the point of no return, Blakemore. Give up while you can and end this craziness.
You are not in the position to be making demands. Your deaths will be my pleasure.
Boss, wait. Let me handle this. I believe I can persuade our visitor to hand over the codes. All I need is to jog his memory and help him set his priorities.
If it saves time, do it. I'll keep the Commissioner here as collateral.
After you, brother. Where's you taking me? Somewhere you need to see. Let's just say, back to where it all began.
Okay, things are getting really weird, really crazy, and kind of out of hand. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna be able to wiggle our way out of this one.
You remember this place, right? Where we were created. Yeah, unnerving, isn't it? A proper family reunion. Why did you bring me here? I wanted to show you the handiwork of your Commissioner Hawk. She did this. Shutting down cloning facilities was a fleet directive. We are an embarrassment to keep concealed from the homeworlds, but you know that. Hawk has been using that as leverage against you, and playing you for a fool. You've been working the wrong side. You've forgotten where we belong. Our future is in the Beltigrades, and with GNB. You obviously have no understanding of what's at stake here. You can't touch the comet. It'll mean war. Millions will die. Once we have the Viridium, we can handle the Okar. I wouldn't be so sure of that. With enough of their sacred resources, we can match Okar technology. That wormhole tech was just a taste. Blakemore is a visionary. Under his leadership, the Beltigrades can be its own entity. I don't think that would serve anyone but himself. Do you want to waste your existence in obscurity? I know you, as well as I know myself. You want to be a part of this. It's in our DNA. But at what cost? We are the perfect vessels for a new era, and together we could achieve marvelous things. Being clones doesn't make us genetically superior. We might share the same DNA, but we're really nothing alike at all. It's disappointing to find you so unreceptive. We're the last, you know. All our brothers gone, dead. We could have made the perfect team. Is this how you do your bargaining? I really don't need you, you know. The virus you uploaded is only a minor setback. Let me spell this out for you. I will dismantle the life you have built, your pathetic den, and the degenerates you collected within it. Unless you hand over the codes. Let's make it easier for all of us. Don't mess with my friends!
Alright, I'm not entirely sure what happened to the other Roslin. I don't think he's dead, though.
The ship's damage is critical. I strongly advise that you use the nearby repair bay.
Are you telling me this bay is still operational?
That seems to be the case.
Alright, well, let's get there, and let's get repairs done on our ship. I see a few interesting things already. Yeah, it's nice to see a frozen or a snowy planet. I don't think that's the kind of biome that we've actually been to before. An ice planet.
Complete. Let's get the hell out of here while we still can.
It appears that your clone counterpart has extricated himself from his predicament and could be airborne very soon.
That was it. You blew your last chance. I may as well leave you here to rot. It's parsecs from the heart of the DMZ, and without my wormhole tech, you're as good as buried here. If you ever make it back to Cedo, you'll find nothing but ashes and dust where your base used to be. Have fun dying slowly in the knowledge that your friends will die before you. Damn it. We better act fast. Hive, where are we exactly?
We are currently in the Keone system, which is centered around a neutron star of the same name. The system contains several smaller planetoids and is considered uninhabitable due to the residual radiation from the resident star's relatively recent supernova. Your clone counterpart was correct in his assertion that we may be stuck, as I detect no operational jump gates here. Another means of travel will be necessary.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Carla, do you read me?
How did it go, Nama?
I need your help urgently for getting me out of where I am right now. Are there any locations close to my position where I could construct a spatial bypass?
No, not at your location. I would need a little more data. Send me some scans from other locations nearby, Toka, so I can analyze them.
Okay, I'll explore the nearby planetoids in order to get you the information you need. Can you put me through to Delia or Ben? Adam, what's your status? Was the mission a success? Things didn't quite pan out as expected. It seems my clone counterpart knows the base's location, and the elite squad could be headed straight for you, primed to obliterate you. The mining fleet isn't going anywhere for now. But where it all went wrong is when Hawk arrived on the scene to apprehend Blakemore, and the elites appeared out of nowhere. They've been fitted out with some kind of Okar wormhole tech. From what I can gather, that's what their mission to the Byron system was about. What can we do? I'm not sure this place could withstand an assault. Mount whatever defenses you can until I get back. Brief the others to make urgent preparations and muster any firepower they can. Ghost made it out with Hawk's mole Tammy, and they'll hopefully get to be with you soon, so you'll have some more help there. We're in pretty deep, aren't we? Ben, now more than ever, you need to protect the people we've given a home to. Please, I can't have them die because of me. I'll do my best.
Alright. Well, we gotta try and find a way out of this system. Let's just take a look at the map for a second and see where we are. The Kion system. There we are. So the only way out is going to be through the spatial bypass that we've learnt how to make from Carla. But we're going to have to visit several different sites before we're going to be able to determine where to actually place a spatial bypass. So, and yeah, this place looks like it's pretty high level as well, so we've got a lot of work to do. And I would almost say that this place might be uninhabitable because of the supernova, but who knows, there could be some people living here. It'd be nice to maybe visit a few undiscovered sites that are at our level so that we can actually increase our level so that it's not going to be too tough to visit these places. So that might be something that we have to think about doing. Alright, well, I think there's no point in hanging about here though. So let's launch and let's actually explore this area. And we'll quickly see if there's anything worth, you know, picking apart, looting.
I remember the carrier all right, but I don't remember it being out here.
Data unavailable. Most likely a clone carrier left over from the Okar Wars.
Hey, Hive, if you knew each of my earlier iterations, what can you tell me about the particular one I'm up against?
I can recall all of your versions, but to distinguish them characteristically is beyond my capabilities.
I guess all I really need to know is that now it's just me and him.
Well, from a character perspective, definitely heaps of difference there. We definitely know that the other Roslyn is a bit of a jerk. Alright, so just going to clear up some space here before we continue.
Earlier clones. This poor guy didn't make it far at all. I suppose I should be thankful for my comparatively long and eventful life.
This clone version refused to comply to the mission objective. I was left with no option but to terminate assistance.
Wait, you mean you killed me, Hive?
Certainly not. I ended compliance. Quite a different thing. What you see here should illustrate what happens to a craft without real intelligence on board.
Okay, there's some real question marks now about Hive's intent as well, but I have a feeling that we've got like a modified version of the AI. That could be what's going on. So we've got a few generators here. I have no idea what it's powering. Okay, I heard something. Maybe above us? Ooh, okay. There's a lot of buttons. Maybe it's from the other side. No? Ah, I see. Okay. Good. Anything worthwhile? Not really. I would like to trade and just like, you know, sell a whole bunch of our items instead of dismantling everything all the time. Although, perhaps maybe some of the superior ones are worth dismantling for better components and whatnot. I'm just curious to see if there's anything around here that we could mine or loot. Nice. What is going on here? Okay, we've got some ancient ruins here. Must be some kind of a puzzle. We've got a powered ancient rune. Which we can rotate. Don't know what we need to match just yet, which symbol. Hopefully we'll be able to figure that out, but I think that's going to be pointless unless we find the other runes in the area. Alright, here's one. Hoping that we can find the last one. We'll just quickly drop this off first, though. Okay. So that came from there. Maybe if we just explore the area a little bit more, we might get a little bit lucky. Wonder if there's anything further back here. Alright, good stuff. That wasn't too difficult to find. Now it's a matter of figuring out the symbol combination. I'm sure it's not going to be too complicated. Alright. So, all runes in place. Now, symbols. So there's something in the center here as well. I'm not entirely sure if we can interact with this, or if it would tell us what symbol combination is required. Okay, that's not really a symbol. Oh, actually, my bad, guys. We've got one more rune that we need. So one more rune is still missing. I thought we had found all of them. Yeah, okay, we've definitely found 3. Apparently there's still one more. Okay, I see symbols over here. I don't know if these are the symbols that are needed outside, potentially. Yeah, there's the missing one. So we'll come back here later, but the question is, where's that last rune? I'm not sure if that's actually going to get us anywhere. Possibly not. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. I am also losing my orientation here. Okay, I think we've been here before. Just gonna proceed this way. Oh, I see something. There we go. Nice. Almost missed it. Alright, let's chuck this in. Now, the question I have is whether or not there's a specific, like, order that we need to sort of, you know, like rotate these runes in. Like, which one's which is my question, you know? Or does it even matter? As long as we've got, you know, the right rune shapes facing the right way. I mean, it's basically one shape of each. I don't know if they all have to face inwards or outwards, but we can always just try. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have the crystal depicted anywhere in the middle? I suppose we've got this crystal in the middle. So I'll do the 2 lines and the dash, the vertical dash first. So let's do this one. We'll do the 2 lines. Yep. And this one will be vertical line going down like so. And then a Z for that one. And then the last one is yeah, kind of like that square shape. Hang on, let me just make sure we're doing the right one here. So yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, very nice. And we should have some kind of a lens. and puzzle is solved. Kind of. I think. Did that create another pathway? Oh wow, okay. Was not expecting that. That's actually some kind of a gravity well there. Preventing us from sort of moving in that direction. I wonder what happens if you get too close. I don't even know if there's anything back there. I don't think there's anything back here. Alright, cool. Oh, we managed to solve the puzzle and get the goodies, which is good. Now it's a matter of just making our way back out. I mean, this place is so disorienting, I have no idea which way we came in. We're gonna have to figure out how to get back out. So that's where the symbols are. Here we go. Alright. That was a nice little detour. Although we really shouldn't be playing around, should we? We should be hurrying back home, to be honest. I'm sure the crew will be right. Hopefully. Alright, any more goodies? I mean, I'm not entirely sure if we've explored the entire ship, but I think if we are going to explore, we'll probably reserve that for the next episode. Otherwise, I feel like perhaps maybe we may have done the majority of this place. We didn't really pick up a mainframe component though, so perhaps maybe there's a few hidden things here. But anyway, that's going to have to wait. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.